Nidhi, even the police saying that the next step is his arrest?
That's right, Amitabh. In fact, now what is currently happening here at the court is very procedural. First, they have to have the order typed out. That's taken more time because there was an electricity breakdown here at the court. There was a power failure. So that's going to take time. There are some other processes and forms to be filled, formalities that have to take place before Salman Khan is taken into custody. So this could take some time. He could possibly be here at least for the next couple of hours, if not longer, before he's eventually taken to jail. And his lawyers, meanwhile, would also be preparing their appeal to take to the High Court. Whether or not that's heard today looks tough, but it looks almost certain that he would certainly be going to jail from here later today. But pretty dramatic developments today. The judge, announcing that order, making it very clear, from the get-go that he was going to be tough on Salman Khan. He made a comparison with the Alistair Pereira case, with the BMW hit-and-run case, and also, talked about the fact that he didn't believe that it was Salman's driver who was at the wheel that night, but that it was Salman himself when this incident took place. It happened on 28 September 2002. 5 pavement dwellers were run over. One of them died, and there were 4 others who were injured as a result of that. The prosecution had said from the beginning that it was Salman Khan who was driving, that he was drunk, and he had maintained that he wasn't driving and that he wasn't even drunk. So the defense's claims have completely fallen apart, and 5 years in jail is what he has been given by the judge this afternoon, which is what he's going to try and appeal against now. They were hoping, and in fact his defense had argued, to please give him a sentence of 3 years, because that would have enabled him to get bail right here at the Sessions Court. But any sentence above that, which is what he has now of 5 years, means that he has to approach the High Court for bail, and until then has to be taken into custody. So Amitabh, all those formalities are currently being worked out as we speak. We've got a range of reactions to this verdict that we're going to play out for you now, including from those victims of that hit-and-run case, the other 4 survivors, those who were there that day when Salman Khan's car ran into them. I know that there's a lot of sympathy for Salman Khan among the film fraternity and his friends and his family, but certainly I think that it is important to look at the victims and what they have gone through for these 13 years. A man died as a result of what happened, and I think that needs to be put in perspective as well. My colleague Neha Masi spoke to one of the survivors of the hit and run, so we're going to play out that reaction for you as soon as we can. And like I said, although Salman's friends in the film fraternity's family and others, they have stood by him, and Priya Dutt spoke to us earlier saying, making a comparison with her brother's case, with Sanjay Dutt's case, that she felt that as a celebrity there was much more focus on this case. But the fact is that at the end of the day, many would say that the law has taken its course. It's taken too long, but perhaps it has taken its course, and that nobody is above the law, and that is perhaps the message that this judgment sends out today. Let's just play out some of those reactions for you at this hour.